What's up, YouTube? What's up, Discord? Sorry for the late video. We've already talked about it all in Discord, but I'll get the video up. You'll have about 5 minutes to watch it, 10, 15 minutes to act. It is what it is. If you don't like that, get in the Discord. That way you have this information well ahead of time. You know, the people in the Discord, they had Avav, which was down over 20% yesterday post-earnings. They had that February 28th. And then a re-alert 2 days before earnings. I re-alerted it. Someone specifically asked what's gonna move. They listed like 6 tickers, and then I said in a 4-letter reply, AV. That's it. I didn't say anything else. And all of the reasoning why, the Ukraine situation, government pulling back on military spending, that was all in the description in my earnings plays section, okay? And so you don't want to be a victim of these like late videos. That's how you get access to the information ahead of time. Another member, Big B, made a big win today on MDB Mongo. It was down over 22%. Massive win, guys. The puts were 2, 3, and 4,000%. That's 20 to 40x. Okay, he played both sides. He would have been up even more if he just played one, but we like to have insurance on plays, and that was a smart move. Big congratulations and shout out to him. He's been fire lately, guys. Absolutely. I call him the Midas touch. So today we have Gap Inc. Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, Gap. We have Gap Inc. We have Avgo, Broadcom. It's already took a shit today. I'd probably just avoid that. Tech's already taken massive dives. I would avoid that. It would have been a good play, through the week. In the earnings, I don't think so. I think it's a trap. And one that I forgot off the top of my head, and we have Costco, okay? I love Gap lately. I used to hate on it. I went in there. I was like vacationing. I was wearing sweatpants, and it was the ocean. Like I was on the coast, and it was just muggy, and I was like sweating my bag off, literally. So I was like, man, I got to get some cheap clothing. I know Gap will have something cheap that if I don't even like it, I can just wear it and get rid of it. I go in there, I get jeans for like $35 on sale. This is like basically during Christmas time, so I was like, and usually you feel like retailers want to jack it up at that time. I saw a Street Fighter shirt for $5 or $6 that I bought, and there was like other shirts for like the same price. Even Walmart, the cheap shirts are like $12. So I was like, these prices are insane, and these are the men's prices, right? I can only imagine what the women's side was like. $1 shirts, $2 shirts, I don't even know. $20 jeans, probably, right? It's an incredibly affordable place to go, and the quality is actually decent. I was really surprised with the quality of the jeans. I thought it was going to feel like broken glass, but it's quite soft. It's a blend of cotton and 25% poly or something. Poly blend, really nice actually. Their stock is up 400% since I began covering it, down in like $6-7. So I'm a little concerned with the earnings, but the reality of it is they are the options usually move. So, and when I say that, we mean like, 10% or more. So, with the way the market is moving, puts seem like they make the most sense. But a strangle still seems okay here. You could play both. You could do, instead of 1 and 1, I'll call it a put, you could maybe do 2 puts and 1 call. Maybe. Whatever if you're thinking it's like the resurgence of Gap and it's going even higher, 2 calls, 1 put. Worst case, I'd do 1 and 1. Best case is I would do 1 and 1 though. I wouldn't try to push it. And I'm leaning a little bearish just because of the kind of macro effects of tariffs and all that stuff right now. Costco, I'm just leaning bearish. The 200 EMA is $900. A lot of stocks have been moving to the 200 EMA. If they're below, they just gap the hell up. Like, they go crazy. And if they're above, they've been falling. Now it's food. How much money can you make on food? Like, billions of dollars, obviously, but how much profit can you make? Their profit margins are weak as hell. They do 250 billion revenue, and their sales and their revenues is only seven billion and change. Essentially, that means that at any moment, some things can happen to mess up their, the supply chain, and it could cause some damage. And I mean, they just gave everybody an increase in wages. So how, the earnings are from before, they're not now. So Christmas is going to be huge for them because of all the turkeys and all the bullshit and the shit people buy. They sell gold bars. Gold's been going ham. I expect it to be a positive earnings in that regard. It's the forward earnings, or what they might say. Wow, we might have some economic headwinds coming. There could be a recession. Target was bad. Walmart didn't do much. This guy doesn't know how to drive. I think Kroger fell. I'm not 100% though. Anyways, the stock is like $1,030, guys. It's up there. And just 2 years ago, it was $465 or $500. It's up. It's doubled in 2 years. People are strapped. It's not a cheap place to go. They increased the membership cost, which would. Some people don't care. Other people, that would have been it. I imagine if Walmart had a membership, Target, Home Depot, any store, you just had to have a yearly. It's the most disgusting thing I've really heard of in a long time. It made sense before when they were a real wholesaler, but now they're not wholesaling. They're catering to everyday people. That's not wholesale. That is literally retail. Charging a non-business, right? If you're a business owner, charge a membership fee. Charging an individual person a membership fee is extremely predatory and sets a really bad example for other companies to just follow suit or price gouge. I'm just bearish on the fact of it's gone too high too quickly, and it's time to come back down. They're not cheap, they're $1,700 per put at $9.95. At the money, they're like $25. Comparatively speaking, though, they're very cheap compared to like Gap, 4.6% of the underlying. Avgo, 4.7% of the underlying. Costco, 1.7% of the underlying. So it's cheap in that regard. It typically doesn't move much, though. You don't typically see more than a 3% move on a Costco's earnings. I think this could be a surprise earnings. This is what I'm hoping for. If it's a surprise, you're probably standing to make anywhere from $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 per contract. If this is a heavy risk, if it trades sideways, you're getting nothing. You'll lose some money. And if it goes up, you'll lose a lot of money. But if it goes down, you stand to make quite a bit of money. Targeting March 21st. That gives it some time. So even if it kind of doesn't really move, if the markets still keep falling because of all the tariffs and the trade wars and the sentiment, if the markets fall, Costco should fall in line with that, and it should be able to regain some of that. I mean, even today, it was just down like $25. It takes only 4 days of being down $25. Now you're down $100. Now you're down to that 900 level. 4 red days in the next 14 days could be doable, right? So that's where I'm going with this thing. Again, if you want to get this kind of information and content ahead of schedule, get in the Discord so you're in and ready to have this information and be able to, digest it in your own time and not sort of have to rush right into close. Free.